Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes, presented by Astrology Hub. This is your place to discover how each zodiac sign can work with this week's astrology. I am your host, Jamie Magee, an astrologer, author, and a member of the production team here at Astrology Hub, and I am really excited to dive into this week's astrology with you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Star Sign Horoscopes. I am your astrologer, Jamie Magee, and today we're going to be taking a look at the astrology for the week of July 1st through the 7th. I hope you are all doing well out there. Thank you so much for tuning in. Now, if you're listening live, I'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. And if you know your rising sign, please share it. Okay, guys. I'm sure you have felt a building energy all week. Now it will peak going into this weekend, and it will be something that you work with as we move into next week. This is a noticeable tension that you will have to consciously work with to ensure that you're growing through it and not twisting deep into the shadow of it. Now, there's also a sense of urgency to wrap up stories so you can move into the next chapter. Let's talk about why. Now, Mars will move into Taurus this week. However, before this transition, he will square Pluto. That's what you've been feeling all week. This does influence a high energy period, but it could also result in power struggles or power plays, receiving them or giving them. Now, this week, Mercury will move into Cancer, but before he does, he will trine Saturn. Now, this energy invites you to get really clear and organized on practical actions that you can take to move forward. In your sign's forecast, we will discuss how you can work with these tensions and where your focus will shift once Mars and Mercury move signs. Alrighty, guys, with that being said, let's get ready to dive in. Please remember to listen to both your sun sign and your rising sign. Okay, let's get started. Okay, Cancer, let's take a look at your week. Now, Cancer, your top 3 focuses for this week are going to be 1, organizing behind the scenes projects so you can share them with the world. 2, using a rush of energy around networking and communicating to express your vision. 3, working positively with transformation or power struggles within your reputation or your partnerships. Now, let's talk about why. Now, a project that you've been working on behind the scenes or alone is near completion. This week, you want to get organized and prepare to share it. You also want to be cautious of confusing yourself or holding back when it is time to share this. Lean into your confidence. Now, energy around your allies and your dreams is going to be very driven and focused in the coming weeks. So make a plan to network one-to-one and with groups that support your cause. Now, this week, at times, it may feel intense at every corner of your life, like it's coming at you from every direction. Now, this tension has a lot of high energy. A lot of focus is asking you to defend how the world knows you and actively work with any transformations needed around your partnerships. If you find that you are carried away by negative emotions, pause and step back and ask yourself, what is your end game? This will help you realign your approach to any conversations that you're having. Now, remember, the only thing that you can control is what you say and do, not the reactions of others. This should also kind of help you with your approach. I do hope you have a great week, Cancer. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Leo, let's take a look at your week. Now, Leo, your top 3 focuses are going to be 1, shifting your communication from outward networking to private organized work. 2, progressively working toward a desired transformation that isn't in conflict with where you are and where you want to be. 3, taking action to support and grow your health and your wealth. Now let's talk about why. Now, your social life has been extremely active lately. You're likely to have gained a lot of ideas and insights and experiences. Now the universe is asking you to move into a more reflective state so you could process the knowledge and experiences that you have gained. So as you wrap up this busy period, be sure to grab your notebook, look at your notes, write down your goals, and get really organized about what you want to accomplish on your own. Now, this reflective place that you're entering can also help you work with a power struggle that may be occurring between where you are and where you want to be as far as your daily routines and a new direction that you're trying to go in. Now, at times this week, and then even in the past week, this tension could feel overwhelming because it's impacting your routine. It's in that daily flow of yours. In times of frustration, ask yourself, why are you frustrated? What needs to change to bring you harmony? Now, this will help you lean into the transition and not the aggression that may be possible with this kind of transit. Now, as Mars moves into Taurus, you're going to notice an accelerated energy around your reputation and your career. This will support the changes that you want to make in your daily routines and also around your earning power. Now, it may feel extremely busy and driven at times this week at every corner of your life. Actually, in the upcoming weeks, it could feel that way. I encourage you to take some time this week and reflect on things that you know you want to move forward. This will help you plan how, when, and where to take action. All right. I do hope you have a good week, Leo. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Virgo, let's take a look at your week. Now, Virgo, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, getting organized and focused with projects around your career and your reputation and how they impact your life. 2, working with a transformational energy around shared resources and things that you love unconditionally, your passions. 3, planning for an active period of time that's focused on learning, teaching, publishing, and/or a new direction. Now, let's talk about why. Communication has been active around your reputation and your career for a while now. Your task this week is to wrap up projects and get really clear and organized on the direction that you're trying to go in. Doing this will help you make the most of an upcoming networking period among your allies and your friends. Now, on the other hand, this week you may have some tension around a transition that you're going through, possibly something that has to do with ending and beginning and how this impacts things that you love unconditionally, things that you're passionate about, where your creativity is. Now, this transition can promote tension or aggression that is protective and driving. You can work positively with this energy by reminding yourself of what direction that you're trying to go in, and most importantly, why you are going in that direction. Now, this will help you stay vigilant and aware about your responses and how others are approaching you with something that they would like you to transition. Now, despite the tension here, there's a lot of optimistic forward motion that you can pick up on. How you perceive this week will largely depend on where your focus and attention is. I do hope you have a great week, Virgo. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Libra, let's take a look at your week. Now, Libra, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, wrapping up communications around learning or publishing and preparing to use this wisdom that you've gained within your reputation and your career. 2, mastering balance within power struggles between your partnerships and your home. 3, preparing for a busy season of behind the scenes actions that are going to be supporting endings and beginnings in the process of transformation. Now, let's talk about why. Communication has been a hot topic for you. You may have been learning, teaching, publishing, honing in on what those personal convictions are. As you step into this week, you want to organize this knowledge and stay clear and focused on the direction that you want to take it and that you're going. Doing so will put you in a position to make the most of a very active, busy communication style that's going to be happening around your career and your reputation. Now, this week, you may find that there is some tension between your home and your partnerships. I encourage you to be cautious of power plays, of being the creator of one or the victim of one. Over the coming weeks, you will have plenty of passion and drive to work through these transformations, especially if they're around shared resources, ending things, and beginning things. Now, this energy is very powerful and can help you find a very healthy, organized balance. Keeping that in mind will help you make the most of this period of growth that you're going through. I do hope you have a great week. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Scorpio, let's take a look at your week. Now, Scorpio, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, organizing loose ends around transformation, loans, and intimate partnerships.
2, positively working with power struggles or intense energy in your daily rhythm or your work. 3, planning for an active energy around your partnerships, your home, your work, and your vitality. You're about to get really busy. Now, let's talk about why. Now, currently, you've been really busy and active working through transformations, possibly around loans, ending things, beginning things, or shared resources. Now, the endings and the beginnings that you're in the process of are something that you want to get really organized and clear on this week. Doing so will prepare you to share and teach the wisdom that you've gained with others. Now, there could be some tension this week within your routines and who you communicate with. I encourage you to be cautious around power dynamics and ensure that you are not asserting your power in a way that brings harm, and also that you're protecting yourself. So you don't want to give a power play or receive a power play. You want to take the higher road with this. Remember to keep your intention on the outcome you want and not the present moment, because if it's feeling like it's coming in on you, it's going to be hard to keep that mindset. So please be sure to work for it. Where do you want to go, not where you're at? This will help you find the powerful words that you need to help lead you in the direction that you're trying to go in. Now, as Mars moves into Taurus, you're going to notice a lot of passion and drive in your partnerships. Now, this could be around clients, it could be around homework or your home work life balance and your overall vitality. This would be a great time to list things that you want to ensure move forward so you can make the most of this very focused, energetic time that's going to kind of hit you at every corner of your life. So you're going to feel really busy, really active, and motivated. I do hope you have a great week, Scorpio. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Sagittarius, let's take a look at your week. Now, Sagittarius, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, organizing negotiations that you have had with partnerships so that you can move into a deeper level of transformation and communication. 2, positively managing tensions between resources and things that you love unconditionally. 3, setting goals to accomplish around your health and your wealth. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. Communication within your partnerships has been extremely active in recent weeks. Now, this week, you want to get clear and organized on every agreement that you've put in place and decide which partnerships that you want to move forward with and deeply commit to. With that being said, it's likely that you'll experience some tension around what you value and what you love. You've been feeling it all week. You're going to kind of feel it going into next week. If this tension arises or when it arises, ask yourself, what are your goals? And are they supporting the greater good of all? If the answer is yes, lean into the transformation. If no, take a step back and consider a different way to express what you're trying to say. You also have a lot of motivating energy moving into your daily routines, into your work, or something that has to do with your health. I encourage you to set goals around what you want to change in your life because you're going to have a tremendous amount of courage, drive, and passion to achieve these intentions in the coming weeks. I do hope you have a good one. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Capricorn, let's take a look at your week. Now, Capricorn, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, getting organized in your daily work, habits, and health. 2, actively working towards a positive outcome around tensions between your individuality and your home. 3, setting goals around things that you love unconditionally in a direction that you want to take them. These are things that you've created. It could be your business. Now, let's talk about why. Recently, communication in your day-to-day routines has been extremely active. This week, you want to tie up any loose ends and get organized and clear about what's valuable and important to you, so that when Mercury moves into Cancer, you will be able to clearly communicate to partners and allies. Now, this week, you could feel a lot of tension almost at every corner of your life. It's been building. You're almost at a peak as we move into this weekend. However, it will be concentrated more so, I think, around your roots and your home and your individuality. I encourage you to consciously work with this energy and ensure that you're not taking advantage of a situation and that someone's not taking advantage of you in a situation. Kind of step back and take a look at the power dynamic. Now, if you find that you're feeling frustrated, the key is to focus on the outcome you want and not the present moment. As Mars moves into Taurus, you're going to notice an elevated drive and passion around things that you love unconditionally. Now, to make the most of this energy and kind of work through those transitions that your intention that you're in the midst of right now, Fearlessly focus on goals that you want to accomplish. Make a list of things that have felt stalled or blocked and set goals to take action on those in the coming weeks. I do hope you have a great week, Capricorn. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Aquarius, let's take a look at your week. Now, Aquarius, your top three focuses this week are going to be one, getting organized and clear on the actions around things that you love unconditionally. Two, actively communicating through tensions around your local environment, people you speak to every day. Three, preparing for a busy period of time that's focused on your home, your roots, and your foundations, and how this will impact your entire life. Now, let's talk about why. Communication around things that you love unconditionally has been a really big focus for you lately. This could have been children, lovers, businesses, things that you have that exist because you exist. Now, this week, you want to get really clear and organized and focused about what your personal initiative is. Once Mercury moves into Cancer, your communication style will be more so centered around your overall health and your wealth, possibly how to support those things that you love unconditionally. Now, speaking of communication, this week there could be some tension within your daily environment, people that you speak to routinely, or even in how you communicate with them. Either the tension's coming from you or you're receiving it, or possibly both. Now, this energy could be triggering for some and motivating for others. It just kind of depends, guys. Your goal here is to rise above the power struggle and keep your intentions on where you're going and not where you're at. I know I've said that for every sign, but that's almost extraordinarily important with this energy. Now, as Mars moves into Taurus, you will notice a lot of drive and passion around your roots, which will impact your partnerships, your vitality, and your reputation. Now, with that being said, as you work with this week's tension, think about what you want to change and set goals and action steps so you can make the most of this energy as soon as it starts to kick in. I do hope you have a great week, Aquarius. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Pisces, let's take a look at your week. Now, Pisces, as we move into this week, your top three focuses are going to be one, getting organized and clear on communication around your home and the intentions you have going forward. Two, actively working through tensions around your resources and or allies. Three, preparing for a busy season within your local community and how you communicate. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Communication around your home has had your attention recently. This week, organize everything that you've learned and prepare to shift your attention to creativity and things that you love unconditionally. Now, you may notice some tension or power struggles around your resources and allies this week. It could have been building in from last week. Now, with this energy, you want to rise above the negativity and take the high road, but also ensure that you're taking actions to protect yourself. As Mars moves into Taurus this week, you may notice that your communication and your daily rhythm are extremely active. Now, this heightened energy could also be felt in your partnerships. So take some time before this week really kicks off and consider how you want to use this drive and focus. What do you want to move forward and what are you passionate about? I do hope you have a great week, Pisces. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Aries, let's take a look at your week. Now, Aries, your top three focuses going into this week are going to be one, getting clear on your intentions so you're ready to focus on needed transitions and shifts. Two, using personal drive to rise above conflicts with authority figures or topics that have to do with your career or reputation. Three, preparing for an active period of time around your health and your wealth. Now, let's talk about why these are your top three. Communication and networking has been very busy for you lately. As Mercury moves into Cancer, your communication is going to be focused on your home, your work, your partnerships, and your vitality. Now, speaking of work, there could be some tension around your reputations or actions that you're taking. This energy could feel very public and out loud, but that does not mean that you have to respond in the same manner that you receive this attention and this energy. Watch for power plays, making them or receiving one. Now, as Mars moves into Taurus, you're going to notice a lot of drive, passion, and focus flooding into your health and wealth, especially around your earning power. This would be a great time to take action to gain more resources or have the courage to build up your self-esteem and your skill set. Work consciously with the resources that you have to ensure that you're attracting them and that you're not burning through them. That's Mars is going to bring a lot of attention to money. So let's focus on earning it and not burning it. I do hope you have a great week, Aries. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Taurus, let's take a look at your week. Now, Taurus, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, wrapping up communications around your health and wealth. 2, actively working with tensions behind the scenes or with a mentor. 3, setting goals for a busy period of time around your identity, your career, your home, and your partnerships. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. Recently, communication has been focused around your resources and your self-esteem and your skill set. This week, the invitation you have is to organize everything that you've learned here so you can move forward. Now, as Mercury moves into Cancer, your focus will be on communicating with partners or large groups in a nurturing and protective way. Now, speaking of communication, you may have hit a roadblock or tension within something that's happening behind the scenes. Now, no matter how this tension arises for you, notice what emotions it brings up and ask yourself what needs to change here so there's a balance in power. Now, speaking of power, you're going to be feeling a lot of a tremendous amount of energy, I want to repeat that, amount of energy flooding into your life as Mars moves into Taurus, your sign. Now, this energy will bring passion into things that you love unconditionally. So if there's anything that has felt stagnant, I encourage you to set action-based goals so you can move them forward. This will help ensure that you make the most of this surge of energy that's headed your way. I do hope you have a great week, Taurus. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, Gemini, let's take a look at your week. Now, Gemini, your top 3 focuses this week are going to be 1, looking for solutions to ease tensions between allies and resources. 2, getting organized and clear about who you are and what you want to share with the world. 3, making a list of transitions that you want to take action on. Now, let's talk about why these are your top 3. Networking has been active for you lately. This week, you may notice a tension or power struggle emerging within those contacts that you have. Now, this could be a high energy time where you can make quick, clear deals that have depth and commitment. However, it could also promote some power struggles. So, Gemini, know your goals and the outcome you want. This will help you take the needed actions that will benefit you in the long run. Now, this week, as Mercury moves into Cancer, you will notice that your mind is going to be focused on your health and your wealth, especially your personal earning power and skill sets. So if there's something that you want to communicate in a powerful but nurturing way, now would be a good time to speak up. Now, Mars will move into a private area of your life as he enters Taurus. So you may be extremely busy on a solo project in the coming weeks, now, as well as working through, I would say, transitions, such as ending things so other things can begin. That might be at the top of your list. So I encourage you to make a list of what needs to be released, said, or committed to this week. So you're ready to kind of set some action-based goals to help you make the most of this energy. I do hope you have a great week, Gemini. I look forward to seeing you next time. Okay, guys, that is everyone. I do hope you found some helpful tips that you can work with this week. Thank you, everyone who has already started to share your rising sign with me in the comments. I deeply appreciate that. Okay, guys, have a good one. I'll see you next time.
Thank you for listening to Astrology Hub Star Sign Horoscopes. If you'd like to easily jump to your personal horoscope, sign up to get a timestamped star sign episode emailed to you each Friday. Go to astrologyhub.com/star signs and sign up now. That's astrologyhub.com/star